Hi, I'm Joseph Wu from Stanford University. I'm the immediate past president of the American Heart Association, and I'm here at our annual scientific sessions in Chicago with two esteemed guests, Andrea and Joselyn. So Andrea, I'll let you introduce yourself, followed by Joselyn.
Hi, thanks so much. I'm Andrea Beaton. I'm a pediatric cardiologist from Cincinnati Children's Hospital.
Thank you. I'm Joselyn Rwebembera, an adult cardiologist from the Uganda Heart Institute in Kampala, Uganda. That's the country's tertiary cardiac referral center. I'm really glad to be here.
Wow. And the reason why we're here is I'm meeting Joselyn for the very, very first time. And she's here as part of our AHA International Visiting Professor program that we set up this year. And so just to give the audience a brief summary, this is a program in which we invite professors from throughout the whole world. This year we had 39 professors, 19 of them were women, 13 of them from underrepresented minority or racial ethnic groups, and then 22 of them from low to middle income countries. And so this is a program in which we feel like it's very, very important for the value and mission of the American Heart Association to foster collaboration with the global community. And I'm going to turn to Andrea to ask, how has this program been from your perspective at Cincinnati?
Well, thank you so much. We're thrilled that AHA launched this program this year and feel like we've taken pretty good advantage of it. We have 2 scholars coming to Cincinnati Children's this year. Joselyn is one of them. The other is Professor Liesl Zolke from Cape Town, South Africa. And this opportunity has really allowed us to build new research collaborations and take our research in new directions. So Joselyn and I have known each other a long time, but I'm not her primary mentor on this award. It's actually a Professor Nadine Kasparian, who does mental health and congenital heart disease. And what this new collaboration has enabled us to do is think about our gaps in our knowledge in rheumatic heart disease in Uganda. And one huge gap is understanding the role of stigma, right in Nadine's wheelhouse. And through this opportunity, Joselyn and Nadine have been writing a grant together now for the last 3 months in anticipation of this week. And this one investment for this week is going to result in this long collaboration between our institutions and an entire new direction for research. So we couldn't be any more excited for these opportunities.
I can see the enthusiasm in your face. Joselyn, what do you like about this program here?
Yeah, thank you so much. So as Andrea says, the first is, although initially it comes across as, a limitation, when you look at it and you embrace it, it's actually an opportunity. The new collaborations with, new individuals. So when we first saw the call, automatically I thought, Andrea and I are going to put something together. Until we came to that close, it has to be someone you haven't worked with before. So, but when you embrace that, so as she says, it opened us to, in our current collaboration, we didn't have expertise in, stigma and all that. And yes, yet we see the tentacles of stigma even as we care for patients, even as we do research in rheumatic heart disease. So that pushed us to think about who else could we collaborate with. So that opens a whole new door. And now this is going to help us to tackle this problem of stigma in rheumatic heart disease. Whereas if it stayed, the people that it would probably Andrea and I carrying on with our routine clinical questions that we always do. That is one. The other thing that I really like is the fact that it comes across as a simple call, so you're not like taking a month putting together a whole grant, but it leads you into, long-lasting collaborations. And Andrea said, this call itself was not, an R01 or a P21 that you're writing that takes a lot of time. So, like 1 week to put together that 1 or 2 page application, but it is leading us into a whole R01 application that we are writing right now. And we know that it will go a long way. This is only the beginning. It is providing foundational data for even more and bigger grant applications. Yeah.
Well, this is great. And I would hope that you would encourage your colleagues in Uganda and also in other countries to apply to this program next year, because the next year we're going to expand our program from 39 to 60 visiting professors, and I really hope that this is a great way for the AHA to cement the collaboration with all our international colleagues, for all of you to come to our meeting, and so that we can understand what are depression issues in different countries. And likewise, we can offer helps, and the other way around, which is you educating us what are the most important issues in Uganda, in other countries as well. So we're very, very grateful that you're here at this meeting. And Andrea, I'm also very grateful that you set up this program in Cincinnati to host the visiting professors. And so the sky's the limit, and
Yeah.
let's see how we go next year, the year after that. Thank you so much, everyone, and enjoy the scientific sessions in Chicago.